Today's horoscope, Gemini April 14th, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With Venus no longer retrograde, you'll see fewer delays and may get some questions answered. Ideally, you're clearer about what and who you want, and enjoying yourself and the people you care about is more straightforward. Relationships with friends, associates, and superiors might improve now. Today and tomorrow, your interactions can be inspirational and imaginative. Friends are in stronger focus, and long-term goals, wishes, and dreams are on the front burner. However, if you felt left out or disappointed with friendships, today's energies can emphasize this state of mind. Most importantly, you're open to acknowledging vulnerabilities to get a step closer to healing, repairing, and possibly strengthening relationships with others and yourself. A rainbow has burst through the sky and soared directly into your heart. You may feel like you're a butterfly who first spread their wings for the very first time. As the full moon in Libra arrives, it will energize your solar house of true love, romance, and dating. This will open a door for you to meet new prospective suitors, fall in love, or take the next step. Passion and pleasure will be paramount at this time, so even if you've been with your one and only for a lifetime, there is always time for growing closer. Thinking about the future might be too much to handle right now. Something in your professional future feels up in the air as the moon enters Scorpio and squares Pluto in Aquarius. You may not know where your path is leading or if you should take another step in a specific direction. Since there is an overall lack of control over your future, you might be afraid to do anything. The best you can do is focus on what is right in front. Just get through your workday and take it day by day as you move forward. Today's aspects keep you feeling vulnerable for a little while. This vulnerability translates into a need to physically act out what you are feeling inside. There will be days when a challenging run or a boxing workout will release your energy in a positive way. Other days yoga and a long hot bath will help you find inner balance. Either way, you are paying attention to your body and that is important. You'll find working within a structure far easier on this day. It can be quite easy for a personality to resist anything routine or scheduled, as it contradicts your love of freewheeling. Yet, at times it can work to your benefit to go about things in a more methodical way if you need to be especially productive. Try to set the structure for yourself, and then work within it. This should prove more comfortable for you by far. Helping to keep things balanced during Mars' last weekend in your income sector, Mercury's last in your career sector, and as Venus turns direct, here is today's full moon in a playful and creative part of your chart. It is tomorrow that first the moon and then a day later the asteroid Juno's return to your work sector will see the pace start to pick up across the income, work, and career fronts. Until then, the most playful and creative full moon of 2025 is asking that you embrace the weekend spirit while also putting some guardrails in place when it comes to a balance between work and play. In a case of perfect timing, the only full moon in your romantic sector this year not only peaks over the weekend but with a lot more support than is normally the case. Today's romantically charged lunar vibes were always going to face some roadblocks and barriers, whether real or imagined, but with it a chance to challenge old excuses. This year you have Jupiter and Pluto, the planets of luck and change, helping you out. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon moves into intense and transformative Scorpio, emotions may start to stir beneath the surface. You might feel a shift in energy, one that brings deeper emotional awareness and perhaps even a touch of turbulence. Later, when the moon forms a square with Pluto in Aquarius, tension can build, especially around control, power dynamics, and deeply held beliefs. You might find yourself clinging to an idea or opinion with unwavering conviction, feeling absolutely certain that you're right, regardless of what others may say. While this confidence can be empowering, it's also a reminder to stay open and aware of how your intensity is affecting those around you. Think of it like this: have you ever been so passionate about something that you couldn't let it go, even when the moment called for peace or compromise? That kind of determination can be powerful, but it can also create resistance if you're not careful. Today's cosmic weather invites you to tread lightly. Observe your reactions. Notice where your emotions are coming from. Not everything is meant to be controlled or resolved immediately. Sometimes, just recognizing the heat of a moment is enough to move through it gracefully. The good news is, your natural ability to bring warmth and sincerity into your interactions can help ease any tension you encounter. When you approach others with a kind and calm demeanor, even when emotions are high, you may find support coming from unexpected corners. Perhaps someone you didn't expect to understand your point of view will suddenly show compassion. Or maybe a long-standing conflict finds a soft place to land. Your voice matters, especially when it's used to advocate for what's meaningful to you and for the people you care about. This is a powerful time to speak up about the changes you want to see, not just in your personal life, but in the broader world. People are more willing to listen when your words come from a place of authenticity. If there's a cause you're passionate about, or a personal boundary you've been meaning to express, this energy can support those important conversations. Socially, there's a lot of potential for connection and mutual support. You may feel more open than usual, eager to engage with others, to learn from them, and to share your experiences. It's a beautiful time to deepen your bonds with the people already close to you, or to form new connections that feel aligned with your spirit. Whether it's a spontaneous conversation with a stranger, a long talk with a close friend, or a heart-to-heart with a partner, meaningful interactions can lead to surprising insight. In relationships, give yourself and your partner or close companions plenty of breathing room. A little space can go a long way in preserving harmony, especially if conversations start to heat up. When the tension cools, reconnecting can bring clarity and even strengthen your bond. Sometimes, time apart helps us come back to each other with more understanding. On the material front, this is a favorable time for spending, but with wisdom. Treat yourself to something that brings you joy, whether it's a small indulgence or a well-considered investment. The key is to balance impulse with intention. If someone close to you offers financial or practical advice, listen. There's likely value in their perspective, and you're in a good place to make choices that benefit you long-term. And let's not forget about your physical well-being. You may feel a surge of energy and motivation to move your body. Don't let it go to waste. Exercise doesn't have to be strenuous or time-consuming to be effective. Whether it's yoga, a walk in nature, dancing around your living room, or a more structured workout, find what makes you feel alive. Taking care of your body today isn't just about fitness, it's about honoring your vitality. Consider dedicating a day each week to your wellness. Your mind and body will thank you. Today's astrology invites you into transformation, not in dramatic or overwhelming ways, but through small, deliberate actions that create lasting shifts. It's a day to honor your emotional truth, to communicate with care, and to embrace your own power with humility and kindness. Have you noticed your emotions running a bit higher than usual lately? Are there power dynamics you're ready to shift, or conversations you're finally prepared to have? Take a moment to reflect, and if you're comfortable, share your experiences. Your insight could be just the thing someone else needs to hear today. Let this be a day of self-discovery, quiet strength, and gentle progress. The cosmos is always shifting, and within that movement, we each have a chance to find balance in our own beautiful way.